Hello, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor, and basically what I talk about is trend following and trend retracements. And this is for my own proprietary account. This isn't any made for any personal recommendations for anyone. And today I'm going to talk about Tesla stock, that either it's had its peak or that it could be a buying opportunity. And when I'm saying it had its peak, it could be a shorting opportunity. Let's look at Tesla. First thing I always do, though, before I even say that, is I always look at the S&Ps and see where we're at. Let's just do that real quick. Make that a little bit bigger. Basically, you can see what's happening with the S&P 500. You've had 4 negative days, which isn't really the most impressive, which sometimes can give us buying opportunities. We're below a 10-period exponential moving average. We're below a 30 exponential moving average. You can see the MACD is negative. You can see that it's relatively on low volume. It's not on the highest volume, even though that this spike here was one of the highest volumes in the last several days. And then you've had a lot of negative volume here. The other thing to bear in mind with this situation where we are in the stock market, it's an old bull market. It started in 2009 in March, even though we did have some retracements and some pullbacks, but nothing serious. Your most amount of money to be made when you trade is buying coming out of a major correction or a correction. And that's what we look to try to do. And we trend follow. Let's jump over to Tesla. Tesla was the favorite of everyone. And, it's almost to some degree, you have to be a little bit different than the crowd. But there were many points where you could see all the massive volume going into Tesla. And you broke out here. You had a nice ride. Took out the 50-day exponential moving average. And then really failed. Got down to a 200-day exponential moving average on very high volume. Where we're at right now is very interesting. Because what we try to believe is you want to buy something new. The typical can slim idea. Buy new products, things that are very cool, very innovative, and Tesla is very cool and very innovative. But every stock goes through periods of massive moves up, and there's a tremendous amount of money to be made. And then also at one point it fails. And the question where we're at right now is, are we building a base to buy the next breakout, which could be over this, let's say, 194-ish area, or are we hitting resistance at the 50-period exponential moving average and looking to fail? The idea is like this. Anything can happen. What we have to do is take the market day by day. But when we're at the end of a bull market, potentially, we have extremely high readings of investors. I think it's something like 57, 58%, which historically is called the top. It's a time to be very cautious. It's also a time not just to go short. When you go short, you want to see a couple failures around the 50-period exponential moving average, because you have all these bargain hunters that come in here and rally up the stock. I mean, the stock went from a low of 116 to a 147. I mean, if you went short, that's a huge loss. So really what you want to do is let the market tell you what it's going to do. If I would be shorting this stock, I'd want to see 2 or 3, not 2, more like 3 or 4 failures where people just have given up on Tesla that is making new highs. That's if I'm going short. But again, conversely, if it's building a base, and we'd like to see a base that builds over several months, hey, I would love to be a buyer again at the 194.65 range, let's say. The fact is, anything can happen. And, the price seems high, but there is no such thing as high. I mean, you look at Priceline, you look at MasterCard, you look at Google. I mean, these stocks can go to several $100s. So the idea is that you want to be available for any opportunity. Again, this is not made for any specific recommendations for anyone. This is my analysis for my own proprietary trading and how I see the stock market and what to do in my account. Again, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. And if there's any way I can help you, maybe in my books might be able to help you, I greatly appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.